Hi, my name is Pat Baxter. I live in Frisco, Colorado. I found this car on Craigslist. It was not running. It had been sitting in a field for a few years and was in pretty rough shape and needed to be rescued. The first thing I did when I got the car was I got it up on the lift. I took it completely apart. I took every nut and bolt and piece off. Once I was finished disassembling the car, I took it to Witz Rod Shop in Grand Junction. They have a strong reputation for just building incredible hot rods. And I was fortunate enough to be able to get into their shop to get the work done. The theme of this car was really to maximize the performance and the appearance of the car. Basically do what Nissan might have done if they didn't have a budget. The interior is all new. The carpets, the vinyl, all the plastics, everything has been replaced with either new old stock or reproduction parts. The car was painted back to its original Kilimanjaro white. It's been color sanded, it's been ceramic coated, gone through every aspect of it. It's flawless. So you'll notice that the car sits a little bit lower. It's on Eibach lowering springs. It's got Koni adjustable shocks. It's got MSA sway bars. The brakes have been completely gone through. I replaced all the brake lines with stainless steel brake lines. All the rubber hoses that were in the clutch system and the brake system were all replaced with braided stainless steel lines. As you can see, it has 15-inch Panasport wheels, which are appropriate for this time period. There are a few pieces in the car that are not stock, like the shift knob, you'll notice has a Z on it, and the horn button has a billet Z on it as well. It has a number of modern features to it. I've replaced the seat belts with more modern seat belts. I felt a little uncomfortable driving around with 50-year-old seat belts. It has a new radio that looks like an old radio. It's wireless, Bluetooth, satellite radio, the whole shooting match. When I decided to build this car, there was no doubt in my mind I wanted Jeff Winter at Rally Sport to build the engine for me. He's built engines for me before. They've run extremely strong, and this engine has turned out phenomenal. I see the car as almost like a jewelry box, and I really want the engine to just completely pop. When I had Jeff build the engine, we built it mainly to stock specs. I wanted the engine to be as original as possible, but we did put in a high-performance cam, so it does rev very well. It's got a great, mean sound to it, and it handles extremely well. If you look in the engine compartment, you'll see just an incredible attention to detail. I mulled over and thought about every single nut and screw and routing of every wire. To complement the engine build, I really wanted to focus on the cosmetics of it as well. And I went through every aspect of the engine. Anything that was aluminum got polished. Anything that was steel got replated. All the hoses are back to original. I polished the radiator. I've replaced all the plastics with new old stock plastics so that they look white and they look original. The project was probably one of the most fulfilling and the most extensive that I've ever done. It's been a project of passion, there's no doubt about it. I have become an expert in Z's. I understand them, I know how they go together, and this one is by far the best one I've ever driven. Enough questions, let's go drive.